All right, welcome my fellow collectors. I think it's about time for me to do my Judge video. So this is the 2022 Topps base card of Aaron Judge. And after he hit the 62 home runs, after that epic 2022 season, I said, I want to collect at least 62 parallels of this card by the time I hit 62 years old. And I am now 62 years old in roughly 3 months. And before I was 62, I actually hit the 62. I'm over 62 varieties of that 2022 card. I've also got some other Aaron Judge cards. I've got 88 different Aaron Judge cards in my collection. I want to show you all 88. I've actually got over 90 because you'll be seeing a few duplicates as well. But if I did my count right, I'm going to show you my 88 distinct Aaron Judge cards. It's also going to include over 62 parallels of this card. And I've organized them, I think, pretty nicely into some categories that kind of make sense to me. But if you've got different thoughts about how to organize these into categories, hey, let me know in the comments below. Hey, let's get this rolling because we're talking about a lot of cards here. So let me turn this camera around and let's do it. All right, we're going to start with paper. So we've got the Montgomery Club complete set Montgomery Club. See the Montgomery Club stamp unnumbered. And then also his base paper in a gem mint 10, of course, unnumbered. This looks exactly like the base paper. What's going on? This is the advanced stats out of 300. And sticking with paper, got to have the gold numbered to 2022. And also in paper, the Mother's Day pink out of 50. I don't think I'll always show the backs, but we'll see, particularly when I forget what it's serial numbered out of. I will probably show the backs. We're going to move on to first edition, the unnumbered first edition base. Notice the logo down here in a gem mint 10. And then from there, we've got the first edition red foil and only 50 of these bad boys on the planet. And now, fairly recent pickup. I've shown it, but fairly recent. This is the first edition black foil and only 25 of these babies on the planet. Oh yeah. While you're feasting your eyes on that, I thought I'd take this moment to shout out Shane Shoebox Legends and Dylan Double D Vintage Baseball Cards. They have inspired me and I have learned from them. And, we inspire each other and influence me too. When they get stuff, I'm like, oh man, I want that. All right, now we're moving on to, this is the foily category. This is the rainbow foil, unnumbered. And then from there, retail foil board out of 875. I really love this. Even with the plastic sleeve cover on, this thing is just epic. By the way, for some reason, these were cut a little oversized. That's why it's in the baggie. And then red foil, serial numbered out of 199. And then I kind of put these in the sort of foily category. I love these speckle refractors. This is the magenta speckle refractor out of 350. And then absolutely love this purple speckle refractor out of 299. So I think I may have mentioned this, but what's my goal for these 2022 judges? Well, I don't ever intend to get all of them because there are some one-of-ones after all, but I will just kind of pick and choose my spots if the price is right, or, basically it has to do with whether it's more expensive, less expensive. If it's at a price I'm willing to pay and I really want the card, I will continue to add to this collection. So that finishes the speckly foily category. I put those together. Now we're moving on to Japan. We've got the Japan base. By the way, when they're unnumbered, I did try to get PSA 10s just so I could, hey, say that I'm a PSA 10 snob. And this is one of my favorites, the Japan Cherry Blossoms out of 99. And then the Japan Jade Green out of 75. And the Japan Purple out of 50. So there we have it for Japan. You might guess what's coming next. We're going to move on to the United Kingdom. So we've got the United Kingdom base, in this case in a mint 9. This might have been a financial decision too, you know, where it was just pretty inexpensive to get the mint 9. This is, oh, I love this. This is the UK black. It's paper. The UKs are paper. Out of 125. This is the very first judge card I got, by the way. It was pretty cheap. I could look it up, but it was, you know, I think less than 20 bucks or something like that. This was the one that started it all as I was, you know, doing my search. I tell you, these have become a lot more expensive. Sometime after that, I found this one, and the reason I bought a second copy is because it's also the UK black out of 125. This is serial number 62, so I think that's really cool. Kind of a nice touch to have that in my collection. One of my favorites, the Big Ben out of 99. You've got these little Big Ben clock towers on the red periphery. Sticking with the UK, again, all these are paper. This one is the UK, I think they call it blue, out of 75. Notice you've got the UK flag up there. Just recently, this is I think this is my latest judge pickup. That's just on the plastic sleevey thing. I picked up this blue out of 75. So, you know, I think I spent like 10 bucks for this one, and then I spent like maybe 60 or so bucks for this one. But, but anyway, I thought, what the heck, I'll go ahead and get a graded version. And then we've got the UK purple out of 50. Yeah, a lot of these I was able to get cheap while the getting was good. We're not done yet, folks. Again, the UKs and the Japans are paper. This is that's just on the plastic. This is the UK paper gold out of 25. How cool is that? All right, where are we going next? We are moving on to Logo Man. So this is the pink Logo Man refractor. See all the logos in the background. This is out of 199. And then from there, we've got the purple Logo Man edition. And I think this is out of 250. Yeah, out of 250. And then the question is, where do we go from here? We're going to go to Ben Baller. Some people like them, others don't. I think they're kind of a nice, elegant, you know, sort of a nice, elegant theme. So this is the base in a Gem Mint 10. And then from there, we've got the Ben Baller blue refractor in a Gem Mint 10 as well. Again, the price was right when I got these. Back when they were cheap, I got this green refractor, or cheaper for sure. Like, I think this was like 40 bucks or something at the time. I'm sure it'd be maybe twice as much now. In a Gem Mint 10, that's out of 99. And that was the green. And then the Ben Baller gold out of 50. And then the Ben Baller orange out of 25, also a Gem Mint 10. Yeah, some of these, I think, you know, I wouldn't be buying Gem 10s at today's prices, that's for sure. And then this chart reused. They reused a chart. Just some really bad humor. I've been cruising along without humor because I don't want to take hours. The Chartreuse refractor. This is out of 15. Believe it or not, we're not done. We've also got the rose gold. The rose gold in a minty fresh 9 out of 10. So those are the Ben Baller refractors. Where do we go from here? We're going to go to Sonic. So, by the way, Sonic will have the Topps Chrome logo will be upper left rather than upper right for regular Topps Chrome. And I notice sometimes PSA mislabels these, but this is the base Chrome Sonic refractor because it's got the logo up in the upper left. And of course, they unnumbered. They did label this one right. And now notice again, upper left on the Topps Chrome logo, this is the Prism refractor, which I think looks really cool, unnumbered as well. And I love these multicolored pulsar refractors, like the purple yellow pulsar refractor. That's out of $2.99. We're going to kind of, you know, show these together. That's the purple yellow. But now we've got the aqua pink, which I think is just a stunning color combination. That's $1.99. And then this is stunning too. This is the green yellow. I believe this is $99. Yep, again, sticking with the Sonic. And my last Sonic Pulsar 2-color is the blue yellow. I think this is 75. Yeah, out of 75. So check out those Sonic beauties right there. Woohoo! All right, we got several months to go until Christmas, but here we go. We got the base holiday in a Gem Mint 10, but then this is the short print where he has the candy cane bat. I think the HW stands for Holiday Walmart #1. But then this is the super short print, a wonderful gift from Double D that he gave me at the National that we both went to, which I think was the 2020. Oh man, come on, Adam. 2020, was it 2023? 2024 was Cleveland. Yeah, maybe it was a 2024. I think it was a 2024 that he gave me this. So thank you, Double D. That's the super short print, and this is the super short print. Notice the super short print has the Christmas lights around his neck. The short print has the candy cane bat, and then the super short print has the Christmas tree and the packages in the back, the Christmas packages. This is unnumbered, but wait, we're not done with our Christmas theme. We got the metallic. I don't think this one's too hard to get, but it's pretty cool with the metallic. But now my favorite of all, so favorite, I got 2 of them. This is the red metallic snowflake, and these things are just absolutely spectacular. And this is 73 out of 99, and then this is 76 out of 99. So we got those as well. So Christmas, where will we go after Christmas? We're gonna move on to New Year's. We're gonna move on to Wave refractors. So let's do it. All right. Now this might look kind of green, but this is the aqua. I love the aqua. It's just stunning. So this pattern is the Wave refractor. This is the Topps Chrome Notice logo on the right. Aqua Wave refractor out of $1.99. But then wait, here's the actual green refractor out of $99. I think Double D just picked up one of these recently. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but it's probably okay. And this is the stunning blue Wave refractor, and this is out of $150, I think. No, out of 75. I got that wrong. Yeah, 75. We're going down. That's right, Adam. $199, $99, 75. Oh, the gold Wave refractor out of 50. Woo-wee. Man. And let's kind of move all these over to make room for the rest of the wave. We've got the orange Wave refractor out of 25. So there you have, whoop, now we got to move over here. We got all the Wave refractors. Give me 5. Woohoo! All right, while we're at it, I had to go run. I forgot about one card and get another Wave. So this is actually 89 distinct Judge cards roughly a couple years ago. Bradley Claus, thank you, sent me this for Christmas. It's the Platinum Anniversary 2023 Orange Wave, Aaron Judge, with facsimile signature. You might see it down there. It's number 15 of 25 in a wonderful minty fresh 9. So there's another Wave refractor. Thank you, Brad. All right, what do we do after the Wave refractor? In honor of Ray, we go to the Raywave refractors. The unnumbered black and white Raywave. I paid very little for this, which is just crazy. And then, although I don't know how much, maybe it's not worth that much more, but I paid very little. The green Waywave, green Waywave, the green Waywave out of 99. And finally, the moment you've been waiting for. No, the video is not over yet. The gold Raywave out of 50. Ooh, I had an 8 that was way off center, and then I bought this 9 and I sold the 8. Hadn't spent much on the 8 because I got it a while ago, cheap at auction. So, you know, I kind of have a theory. There's only 50 of these. Pretty much all these are off-center to the top because they produced all 50 probably, you know, in the same print run, maybe probably on the same day. So this one's a little better centered than some, but anyway, yeah, sometimes when a card comes off and it's really limited and it's off-center, sometimes, you know, pick it up because they may all be that way, as long as you're not paying too much. Just a thought. All right, Raywaves. Where do we go after the Raywaves? We're going to go to the solid colored refractors. So Topps Chrome solid colored refractors, the pink, which is unnumbered, and the sepia, which is unnumbered, and the magenta. I think this is out of 350, 399, pardon me, and the purple refractor. I think this is out of 350. Yep, no, 250. All right, my numbers are way off. All right, the blue, I think this is out of 150. 150, got that one right. Look at all those beauties. Whoa, and the green out of 99. Now we'll put it there. And then the coveted gold out of 50 in a near mint to mint 8. This is 36, I think, out of 50. And then after I picked that one up, shortly thereafter, this one came up and I got this mint 9 for not much more, number 43 out of 50. So there we have it, solid colored refractors. Oh yeah. Where do we go from here? How about some icy refractors, some Sapphire, crushed ice, the Sapphire edition, Topps Chrome, unnumbered. I was somewhat of an opportunist as well. Like, you know, I didn't pay much for this and was stoked to get it. And, you know, basically I'm an opportunist. However, if I really want something, of course, you know, I'll pay up or maybe even quote unquote overpay. Oh man, this thing is insane. Even this plastic sleeve cannot hold back the shine. The Sapphire gold out of 50. Oh, wow. And if that's not enough, you could check out one of my videos from within the last, you know, handful of months or so. If you're interested in learning more, got this from a fellow YouTuber, bought this from a fellow YouTuber who reached out to me and said, you know, would you like to make me an offer to get this in your collection? And he gave me a very fair price. Sapphire edition purple. Oh man, this thing is, I tell you what, this is just, these sapphires really shine. Number 9 out of 10. So we got some crushed ice or some ice, I guess crushed ice or just ice. Well, where do we go from here? We are not done yet, folks. We are going to buybacks. So we've got the MVP buyback. Again, this is a 2022 card that was bought back with the MVP buyback program, which was first done in 2022. Then it was reissued in a pack of Topps Chrome in 2023. It's got the 2022 MVP stamp, and it is numbered out of 199. So they took 199 of these 2022 Topps Chrome refractors, they took 199 of the number they bought back and stamped them, serial numbered them. And same idea, there's that MVP buyback, or there's that MVP stamp there. And this is the X Factor. By the way, I haven't went after the X Factor that's not a buyback because, you know, it's not really a priority since I have this buyback. X Factor, I think that fits the bill really nice. Out of 100, the crown jewel. I got to thank Double D. He inspired me to get this. I imagine, you know, it wasn't cheap, but I imagine it'd be probably a lot more now, and probably, you know, something I may not be adding to my Aaron Judge collection. So I'm so grateful I got it when I did the MVP buybacks auto of the Topps Chrome refractor. Again, it's a 2022 Topps Chrome card, but it says 2023 because it was stamped. And in this case, it says MVP, 2022 MVP autograph. There's the autograph, beautiful Judge auto. And then on the back, number 16 out of 22. All right. Now notice you didn't see the 2022 Topps Black or Independence Day. That's because I'm going to show you those with all of my blacks and Independence Days. So let's go there. Well, let's start heading in that direction, shall we? Let's move on to Allen and Ginter. I love the 2025 design. These are gold refractors out of 50. This is 36 out of 50. So that's the 2025 Topps Allen and Ginter chrome gold refractor out of 50, where the stamp is on the front, the serial number's on the front. 2024 Topps Allen and Ginter chrome gold refractor out of 50, 42 out of 50. And then 2022, I don't have the 2023, but here's the 2022. And in this case, out of 50 on the back. And then finally, 2021. Yeah, in some cases also, I got the higher grade because, you know, that's all I could find. And like, for example, this is a card where I think the seller wanted 300 and ultimately we agreed to 120 bucks. So, you know, I thought that was pretty fair. So, you know, I'll go after a 10 if the price isn't too crazy high. Will I pay a 10 tax? Well, sure, if it's not too high. It's all relative. All right, so there we have it. Some Allen and Ginter. I think those are really cool. You know, kind of combining. They sort of have a vintagey design for sure. So a vintage design for sure. So it's combining the vintage with the modern. Just love that. Where are we going next? Well, my one Aaron Judge Topps Gilded from 2022. Notice it's got the, oh, these are just so gorgeous. It's got the 2022 Topps design, but it's got an image variation for Judge. And these are serial numbered out of 50. And then where do we go from there? Let's go to vintage stock. They serial number these out of 99. This is number 98 out of 99. And notice the vintage stock always has that vintage Topps logo. So this would be the 2023 Topps design, but with the vintage stock logo. And then out of 99, nice touch in 2023 where they gave him card number 62 to honor his 62 home runs. And then this 2019 vintage stock. Pick this up pretty reasonable for sure. Again, the vintage logo. And again, out of 99 up here. So super stoked to have that. Now, where are we going next? We're going to go Topps Black, where they serial numbered starting in 1951. So this is the 2025. So 1951 plus, 74 would be 2025. So this is serial numbered out of 74, 37 out of 74. So that's the Topps Black paper of Aaron Judge out of 74 for the year 2025. And then for the year 2024, should be out of 73. And sure enough, 49 of 73. And then for the year 2023, should be out of 72. And sure enough, 14 out of 72. I think that looks really great with the black. And then let's see, out of 2022, should be out of 71. Shout out to Shane. We got this in a trade because he has a mint 9 as well, I believe. There we have it, out of 71. So I'm really, you know, stoked that he made a deal with me for that one. And then 2019 out of 67 should be out of 68. So they messed up their own system since they're starting in 1951. So 1951 plus, you know, 67 would take us to 2018, not 2019. So this should be out of 68, but hey, they made it out of 67, so it's a little bit rarer. It's, you know, 168 rarer. And then the Aaron Judge Black. This is the league leaders. This is his home run leader card. Again, notice this year it should have been out of 67 because this is a 2018 card. So they got it right this year, but not the next year. So I love this home run leader card, 52 home runs as a rookie in 2017, honored on this 2018 card, the Topps Black. For those of you who have stuck with me on this, I've got this very card coming ungraded in the Independence Day, which I just made, just picked up. It was a new listing last night, so it has to go through eBay authenticity guarantee. So we'll see when it gets here, but I'm really stoked about that, to have, an Aaron Judge Independence Day from 2018. Even if it's not his base card, I actually think this is probably a nicer looking card than his 2018 base card or cards. So anyway, there we got all those. So the blacks, now we are going to move on to the Independence Day. All right, here we go. We got the 2026. By the way, I think everyone I've seen, because they're pretty, prevalent right now since they're coming out of packs, everyone I've seen is off to the left like this. So I said, yeah, this looks like a really nice one to me. Bought this kind of early. I think I got a nice price on this, fair price. These tend to be chippy. I think this one's really, really pretty darn nice. So who knows? Maybe it'd get a 9, but all I care about is I like it, looks good, nothing bugs me. So that's the 2026. Love that 2026 design. This is 2025, honoring his 58 home runs, being the American League leader for 2024. And again, all of these are out of 76, since they are, this is 54 out of 76, since they are the Independence Day parallel, which is out of 76 in honor of 1776, or a reference to 1776. This is the 25 Independence Day Aaron Judge, number 63 out of 76. And how about the 24 Independence Day Aaron Judge, 1876, the centennial issue. And what about this? That's the 2023 American home run leaders. Pretty cool. It's got Judge, Trout, and Alvarez. Number 18 out of 76 up here, the centennial issue as well. And then the 2023 tops, Aaron Judge Independence Day. Again, I got a great buy on this gem at 10, so that's why I took it. Number 6 out of 76. And another shout out to Shane, because we did a trade, epic trade. The 2022 tops Independence Day in a mint 9, number 66 out of 76. And what else do we have? 2021 tops Independence Day. Yeah, I just love this 70th anniversary logo of tops. I think they really did this right. Some people, think this was not one of the Independence Day best. 26 out of 76. Some people think this year was not one of the best years for Independence Day, but personally, it's got a splash of blue down here. It's got all the red stars. I think it's absolutely stunning. And I've actually got a couple of those, because after I got that one raw, this was, I think the seller accepted my offer of $62.62, which I thought was a great deal. Then I got this one for a pretty good buy, graded in a mint 9. At least I think it was a pretty good buy. Maybe I totally overspent. Who knows? Look at this, 18 out of 76. All these centennial issues. Where do we put it? Oh yeah, start putting them on. Whoop! Put them on top here, maybe. There we go. That'll stay there. And then this is 2019, number 44 out of 76. And as I mentioned, I've actually got a 2008. Woo! Uh-oh. I've actually got a 2018 league leaders coming, so hopefully that'll pass eBay authenticity guarantee. So I'm really stoked about that. So there we have the Independence Day. We are almost done. I'm going to try to keep this under 30 minutes. Going to close this out with my one Judge rookie card, 2017 Topps Transcendent Collection. They actually have 87 rookie card versions. That's why it's numbered out of 87. This is 67 out of 87. They call this number 2007 because it's the 2007 design, which I just love. And these cards, these Transcendent Judge rookies, seem to have taken off some lately, so I'm glad I got this when I did. But that's my one Judge rookie. I had another one of these Transcendents, a different one, but it had a big blotch on it that I think was from the factory, but it bugged me, so I sold it. So there we have it. I'm going to wrap it up here because I want to keep this under 1/2 hour. Now, maybe you'd like to see all of my judges at once. I guess I'll lay them out and do that. What the heck? I'll go a little over a 1/2 hour, but hey, such is life. Oh man, I couldn't even get them on the table. So I've got this chessboard. At some point, I know I keep saying we're going to move, and then I'm going to have this room. I'm going to turn it into kind of an antique room where I display cards. And I'm not going to use those black display cases that people put on their wall, which is fine. I'm going to use, you know, like kind of cool vintage cabinets and stuff like that, and just sort of make it sort of a vintage, very cool vintage room, even though there'll be some modern cards. And one of the things that'll be in the room is this chess set here. And it's got these wonderful big pieces. But anyway, I had to pull out this chessboard just to be able to display the 89. There's over 90, but the 89 distinct Aaron Judge cards in my collection. Check that out. Whoa. So what do we have down here? I'm not going to go over all of them again, but we've got some Logo Man edition. We've got Christmas. We've got buybacks. Yeah. We've got some of the foily, speckly up right there. How about, where do we start? I guess we'll start back here, I suppose. We've got the you know, the Allen and Ginters, and then we get into the Wave refractors, and then we get into the solid colored refractors. A couple of golds. Oh man. What do we got over here? My one Judge rookie. We got the Gilded. We got some of the paper. Yeah, and then what? We got some first edition. We got some Japan. We're into the UK. That's the serial number 62 out of 125. Still in the UK. And then we got Sonic. Yes, let's see, Sonic, Raywave. Yeah, these Raywaves are Sonics. And then we've got a couple of vintage stock Judges. And we got the Ben Baller. And then from there, what do we got? We got blacks. Yeah, we got blacks, another black up there. Blacks, we're still in the blacks, but we've also got the Sapphire, Sapphire Gold, Sapphire Purple out of 10, regular Sapphire base. We got more blacks. We got Independence Days. Really stoked about that 2018 Independence Day home run leader from 2007, from his 2017 year that's coming. Man, I love that card. I love all these cards. All right, let's go back. Double D's gonna flip, man. He's gonna flip when he sees this. Oh man. All right, everybody. Thank you for sharing in my joy. I hope you had a wonderful and peaceful time in the Vintage Sanctuary. Take care, my collecting brothers and sisters.